Hey guys, what's up? It's Dragoon here, and I am finally bringing you an updated build to my Elemental Hero deck profile. Believe it or not, this is the third time I've tried to record this video. First time my camera had some problems, and then the second time my computer had problems. So now, let's hope that this will be third time's the charm, as they say, and that this one will finally be the one that comes to you guys, because it's just been an ordeal lately. Gosh, I've been wanting to put this video out for so long, but I've just had so many issues. But here it is. This is the deck I've been playing around with lately. As you guys know, I'm always extremely busy, so you guys, I'm sure, know how that is. And so I haven't had a ton of time to playtest as much as I'd like to, but the deck does function very well. It runs smoothly for the most part. I've tried to make it as consistent as I possibly could without, making things too cloggy and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get right into the deck. Numbers I try to keep pretty even. If you guys have been following me for a little while now, you kind of know how I build my hero decks, and this will fit the bill exactly as you'll expect. So let's get into it. So starting off the monster lineup is the most important monster in the deck, Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. If you don't know what she does, she is like Stratos' sister. I don't know. She'll search you a mask change, any change quick play spell card technically from the deck when she's specialed, and if she is sent to the graveyard in any way, she'll add a hero outside of herself to your hand. It's really good. You can, in a way, abuse her. You can't do both of the effects in the same turn, but it's really good just to be able to go, okay, special mist effects, add mask change, and the next turn, either on your opponent's or your turn, whenever you need to do it, you can use her for either Xyz or you can mask change her, and then you get her effects and grab a hero monster from the deck. So just helps you get nice pluses, helps you, I guess, maintain a tempo with other meta decks, because I don't know, I feel like if this card didn't exist, heroes would be pretty bad. Not necessarily bad, you guys know how I feel about them, but they wouldn't be where they are right now. The other monster we play 3 of is Elemental Hero Bubbleman. You guys already know what Bubbleman does. I've been playing him for years. You know, if you've been watching my videos, you know what he does. He Xyz summons, and if you're lucky, you'll draw 2 cards off of him. Or maybe that means you're unlucky, I don't know, because that means you're losing. But yeah, top decks for days. Next monster is the 2 Elemental Hero Neos Alias. Neos used to be a major contender before Mist came out, and I bumped him down to 2. I even tried playing 1 at one point. I really liked playing 2 actually as of right now, because Alias is a beater, and believe it or not, that's always been his original intention. It's really important still, and I found when I was testing with only 1 Alias in the deck that I would usually want to search for another one at some point in the duel with Mist, and so 2 is where it's at. I think 3 is unnecessary, however. And the last monsters of the deck that we play, 2 Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk's just great. It's an Xyz conduit, for lack of a better word, but most importantly, a special is Mist from the deck. You can obviously use it to get any monster from your deck, but mostly you just want to get Mist, and so that you can get Mist effect from to add a mask change. So it's basically the point of Summoner Monk. Along with Bubbleman, it gives you 5 of your 10 monsters to make Xyz plays with, so it's kind of cool. I like when numbers work out evenly like that. So 3. 2 of the monsters in the deck are at 3, and then the other 2 are at 2, and that's just another thing I like about the deck. That's all the monsters. I, once again, try to keep it pretty simple. One thing I also want to mention about the monsters is you guys can tell there are very few, clearly, which means if the duel grinds for too long, you are going to get into a little bit of trouble. Just something to keep in mind. It's not a big deal, because the deck, as you'll see, does have ways to make use of these cards once again after they've already been used. You can recycle them. However, you can only recycle so much, so just keep that in mind when you are playing around with this deck. So onto the spells. Starting things off, we have triple Space Typhoon. You kind of have to play it. I think it's kind of obligatory with Qliphorts existing. I'll just say this right now. I really don't like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta right now. I really don't like it. I don't like playing against any of the decks. Sometimes, like, usually it's like, okay, I don't mind playing against a couple, and then there's others that I don't like playing against, but right now I don't like playing against any of them. I don't like playing against Qliphorts, I don't like playing against Nekroz, I don't like playing against Shaddolls. and I guess I can save that for another video, but I don't find them fun to play against, and I've never liked running triple Space Typhoon, and I feel like if I'm in a format where I'm almost forced to do it, it's kind of frustrating. But yeah, triple Space Typhoon. You can side them out. So I guess it's kind of nice, but I feel like it's necessary to main deck the 3. So that's that. For search cards, we play 1 Reinforcement of the Army, 3 Emergency Call. You can make any combination of this as you want. Both of these cards are at 3. I just like playing theme cards, so I'm going to play the E's instead of the reinforcements, but it doesn't matter. Play what you want. If you don't have as many copies of Emergency Call and you've got a bunch of common reinforcements lying around, just play 3 of those and pick up one of these. This is common too, but yeah, just do that. It makes it easier. It really doesn't matter. It's up to you. Or maybe you want to play 2 of each, whatever. Do your thing. But just as importantly, if not more importantly, you play 2 A Hero Lives. I have a very interesting relationship with this card. I feel like the format really defines when I play it, because I do not like paying half my life. I never have. Solemn Judgment, I'll pay half my life for that. This card I feel like has so many restrictions. The card's completely balanced in my opinion. You special hero from the deck when you have no monsters, and you would pay half your life points. Along with Monk, playing the 2 copies of A Hero Lives gets you 4 ways to get Mist out of the deck. One thing I want to comment on as well, as long as we're right here, I personally almost never want to draw Shadow Mist. Why do I never want to draw Shadow Mist? It's because I would rather search for her, be it in E or be it with or getting her from the deck so I can get her effect, because as great as it is that she replaces herself, I want it to be that I'm getting her when I want her. So you have to play her at 3, but I don't know. I personally just don't like to draw her. Because, like I said, this is basically for her. So this gives you plays. It gives you OTKs. It always has. I don't think anything's changed about playing A Hero Lives. So it's a really solid card, though. It's fun to use, especially comeback plays. It's kind of funny. So that's that. For other hero-related cards, spell cards, I play 3 Mask Change. Card is integral. Clearly, masked heroes are a big deal right now, and so I don't think I really need to talk about this too much. You don't play Miracle Fusion anymore, so this is where it's at. You can try to squeeze one in if you want. I didn't really want... It's not that I didn't want to squeeze one into the main deck, because I do like Miracle Fusion. I think it's a really good card to play. But I didn't want to squeeze Miracle Fusion targets into the extra deck, so that's what made me make that decision. So if there are things you want to play in the extra deck once we get to it, by all means, squeeze in a Miracle Fusion if you want to give it a shot. I also play 2 Mask Charge. It's a +1 every time you resolve it, so it's pretty solid. It helps you go for potential OTKs, helps you put more damage on the board if need be. It's just a good card. And you want to get Mask Change back, and this is one of the ways I mentioned to get your heroes back. So it's like not reinforcements. The Warrior Returning Alive, except like a million times better. So it's a good card. And the last spells of the deck are just basic 1-ofs. I play the 1 Raigeki, the 1 Book of Moon, and the Snatch Steal. I don't know how I feel about this card being back. I honestly don't. It's whatever. I'm not going to get into a big discussion on that either, but yeah, just in the comments, let me know how you guys feel about this card too. It's fun to use, but like, I don't know. I really am very, I don't know, I really don't know how I feel about it. I'm conflicted. So those are all the spells. Onto the traps. Once again, the traps are very standard. You'll notice it's the way I've set it up. You've got basic 1-of traps. You've got Evac, Bottomless, and Torrential Tribute. And then I play 2 Breakthrough Skill, 2 Mirror Force. Mirror Force is insanely good in this deck. I feel like the basic reasoning behind playing it is that Dark Law on board plus Mirror Force is better than any time you're going to activate Dimensional Prison, because you are going to banish everything. ridiculously good. Backing up a Dark Claw with a Mirror Force is powerful, and if you back up Dark Claw with a Mirror Force and another trap card I play, you're in extremely good shape. So I'll get to that in a bit. So it's really good. Yes, I realize that if you're going to Mirror Force a Kleavor's board, they're going to get the stuff back more likely than not, but I guess you kind of take what you can get. I think the card's really solid this format, so I'm going to keep playing it, or at least keep testing it. I play 2 Call of the Haunted. Once again, it's what I mentioned when recycling the monsters. It gets Mist from the graveyard, essentially. You go on your opponent's turn, you end phase, call, bring back Mist, Mist effect, add Mask Change, and then you go your turn, Mask Change Mist away, and you get Mist effect, and you put a Dark Claw on board. If you've ever watched any of my Gusto deck profiles, it's kind of the same concept of being able, because Gustos would use Pitika on your opponent's turn, so you can get around the wind summoning condition, so it's kind of the same concept. It's a good card, it's really solid, and then the deck also has the ability to, if you've got a call set, your opponent spaces it, you can flip and chain it, and you can Special Mist and either add Mask Change, or Special Mist not use that effect, let Mist die along with the Call of the Haunted, and get a hero from the deck. So I like how chainable the card is, as long as you have a Mist in the graveyard. So it's kind of dead if you open it up without monsters, especially without Mist, but it's good. But because of the way it can be dead, I only like to play 2. I've never liked to play 3 of this card. I know some people do, so if you are one of those people, by all means, try it out. Next 2 traps are 2 Mind Crush. The card's pretty solid this format, especially against Nekroz, so that's the main reason I'm trying it out. It's not terrible against other decks, but I feel like that it's really good against them. They search so much, and I think being able to see your opponent's hand is never a bad thing, so that's that. And the last 2 traps are proxies. These are not Macrocosmos, they are Vanity's Emptiness. I haven't had the chance, nor the money. I mean, I realize Vanity's Emptiness is not as an expensive card, but I don't see any reason to purchase it right now with a ban list on the horizon. I'm not saying that I feel like something's going to happen to it, but you never know with Konami, so there's no reason for me to buy the card right now. So yeah, I play 2 of this, and this is what I was referring to when I was talking about Dark Claw plus Mirror Force. Like, a Dark Claw plus a Vanity's is amazing. Your opponent usually cannot get out of it. Obviously, if they have the space, they're going to get out of it, but like, it's so good. It's such a powerful lock, and if you have a Vanity's and then you have a Mirror Force down as well, they might try to attack over Dark Claw if they can somehow, normal summon, or tribute's of course the same, a monster with more attack than Dark Claw, but then you can flip over with Mirror Force. Yes, I realize you lose Vanity's Emptiness, but you've already like stunned them so much, and then you just cleared out the board. You've put yourself into such a winning condition at that point, and it's just, in any game I've played in which I had Dark Claw, Vanity's Emptiness, and Mirror Force on the board, I haven't lost those games, so it's just a really, really cool little setup you can get into. But that is the main deck. Let's go ahead and move on to the extra deck. Leading things off, we play the 1 Masked Hero Koga. You play Alias and you play Mask Change. I really don't see any reason to not run this, because it makes Mask Change a little more chainable. So I guess if, say for example, you've got an Alias on board, you attack. If they try to Dimensional Prison, you can chain the Mask Change, save him, sort of, and summon Koga. Or you can attack with Alias, hit for 19, then Mask Change in the battle phase, summon Koga, and hit for another 25. Could potentially lead to games. He can pretty much get over a lot of cards. If your opponent has just 1 monster on the board, he goes up to 3,000. And then his effect lets you banish a hero from the grave in order to boost him up. Actually, technically, your opponent's monster loses that much attack, but it's the same difference, same concept. So if Alias is already in the graveyard, you essentially have the ability to make your opponent's monster lose nearly 2,000. So he's more likely than not going to get over virtually anything you want him to. So I like playing just the 1 Koga. Obviously, you're going to play the mandatory, at least in my opinion, 3 Dark Claw. It's too good. If you don't know what Dark Claw does, it's a one-sided Macrocosmos for your opponent, and anytime they add a card from the deck to the hand, except during the draw phase, you can banish a card out of the hand. So once per turn, of course. That'd be way too good otherwise. But it's powerful. It makes plays. It makes heroes relevant. It's very good. don't make the mistake of feeling like you have to pump out a Dark Claw instantly. There are too many people who, in my opinion, just go right for Dark Claw too soon, and then it ends up biting them in the butt. As great as Dark Claw is, he's not unstoppable. Mine gets killed all the time because I'm unlucky. Like the last 2 games I summoned Dark Claw, my opponent had Raigeki, so good times. And the last masked hero we play is 2 Masked Hero Acid. It's a one-sided Heavy Storm, aka Harpy's Feather Duster. And then if it goes off, your opponent's monsters will all lose 300 attack points. So really solid card, amazing. All these masked heroes are really solid, especially Dark Claw and Acid. Acid's always been good. It's been one of my favorite cards to run in the past, so that is not changing. So those are all the heroes, the hero fusions, I should say. So move on to the Xyz. I play 101 Ragna Zero. We have Abyss Dweller. Or wait, did I say 101? It's 103, isn't it? Yeah, whoops. Here's 101, Silent Honor Arc. Play Castel, Heroic Champion Excalibur, Blade Armor Ninja, Gaga Cowboy, number 50, Black Ship of Corn, and Photon Pappy Operative. This card's really solid against Burning Abyss. Helps you, if you have a Dark Claw plus this, you can just kill Dante's all day. It's super good. But basically, yeah, this is basically just to get rid of Dante, because when you're in the Burning Abyss matchup, generally, once you exhaust your opponent's Dantes, you're usually in a winning position, so it's pretty good. I don't really, the rest of the Xyz are just so standard in my opinion. I don't really feel like I need to explain any of them. I realize there's no Exciton in here for those of you who could be wondering. I don't have one, and I'm certainly not buying one right now. But if you guys want to put in an Exciton, feel free. It's a freaking incredible Xyz card, or Xyz monster, so put it in. I don't know what you would take out. I don't know, maybe one of these 2. These make OTKs, so that's kind of nice. Maybe Cowboy. I feel like he's a little less relevant at this point, but who knows. It's up to you, though. Maybe you want to take out Koga. Do whatever you want. Play Exciton if you have it. It's good. That's all I have to say about it. But yeah, that is the hero deck, you guys. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys are playing and stuff like that for the current format, how you feel about it, and what you feel about maybe other future videos. With that being said, I will catch you guys next time.